once more into the awakening woods. All right, I suppose first things first is... Okay, Louie, could you maybe help? Thank you. All right, so we know for a fact that a burrowing snagret is over yonder. That's already a bit of an issue. All right, but I might be able to make that work. Please don't. Please don't. Okay, let's put all you little dudes in there for now. Did that grass grow back by any chance? More nectar? Yeah, it actually did. All right, so what if, and this is an absolutely absurd premise, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. I take 100 of my finest red Pikmin, and we decide to do a little bit of crazy nonsense. Odds of success? Low. But I still feel the need to try anyway. First things first, let's try to get as many of these dudes nectar as we can, because my goodness. There we go. There we go. Drink up as much as you can, my little dudes. The stronger you are, the better. Because I'm going to take you all off to fight a burrowing snagret. Yeah, you don't need to... Why do you keep doing that? Knock it up. What? They keep going. Stop it. Good lord. There's no benefit. Why are they so obsessed with doing that? Okay. I now have 100 red Pikmin. This is good. This is good. Now we just got to get over there and not, you know, get into any seriously bad situations. Obviously, we've got more of these. Just take care of that. Deal with that right out the get-go. I choose to destroy this weird mold thing out of spite. I dislike it on an intense level. Therefore, it must die for its transgressions. Bring back the plants so that nature may thrive once more. There we go. Okay. That's gonna make those giant worm things come back, but you know what? That's fine. That is fine. We don't need to worry about that. All right. If I just use the strategy that I used the last time I fought a burrowing snagret, we should be okay. Especially if I do what I plan to do, which is actually utilize some of this here, this spicy spray. If I supercharge the red Pikmin, they might be able to take care of the snagret even more easily, which would be very preferred. Do not fall in the water, for the love of God. All right, so now we just need to, we know it's here, we know it's here. There you are. All right. Now we just need to wait. There we go. Pep everybody up, and hope that you decide to get your head stuck. Get your head stuck, get your head stuck. Didn't get your head stuck, that's annoying. Should have probably waited before I used the spray, but that's okay. Dig yourself back down, get your head stuck, get your head stuck. It didn't get your head stuck. Why is life never-endingly painful for me? Once more, please get your head stuck before the spray wears off. It didn't! Fine, to hell with you! Just die! There, it didn't even need to get its head stuck. Well, okay. Yeah, no, the spicy spray is some good stuff. And you guys are all right. And the spray lasts longer than I thought it did. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there it is. That's what I done thought. Intriguing. My acoustic sensors are picking up a high-pitched wail. It seems to emanate from the area near this gigantic stump. This large root must penetrate deep beneath the planet's surface. Fascinating. All right then. Well, red Pikmin, I got you all here, and you're at your pretty much strongest. Might as well take care of that business. I'm gonna go ahead just a little bit. Yep, that's what I thought. There's one of those dudes. All right. Well, what I'll have to do, I'll have the red Pikmin take care of that, and then kill that thing too. But I'm also probably going to have them carry it down there, but have the blue Pikmin actually reap the benefits of these creatures. Seems like a best course of action, because we have enough red Pikmin as is. All right, so spring forward, like so, and then we rush them like so, and there you go. Never underestimate the ability to just bum rush things like that. All right, I'm going to do my very best to pretend that that's not something that used to be alive, because that is just straight up a severed head otherwise, and that is so gross. All right, come on, come on. Carry your stuff, carry your stuff, carry your stuff. Get it as close as possible. What happened to the head? There's the head. All right. Then we just do that. Let's put away some of the reds, but not all of them, because I don't want to have to actually pluck all of the blues out by hand. Did not mean to do that. Thank you. Let's just, yeah, 30 is more than enough to carry everything along. There we go. Actually have to wait for them to all go in there before I can do anything like that. There we go. All right. Very good, very good. Then separate by colors like you do in laundry. All right, you guys are just gonna do that, I guess. Whatever, I can't stop you. Have fun with that, I guess. And take that, and take that. You guys grab hold of that. A few more of you, go ahead and get that. There you go. That should be enough to grab the severed head of one's enemy, such as that. There you go. Come on now. Very small amounts, but that's still good. There we go. Now let's take a quick look at our total Pikmin number and see what we get. 343 into 353. All right, then you get those. That should only put maybe oh wow, that was more than I was expecting. All right, well, what about the Snaggered head? What does that get us? Takes us to 3612. I think that was about 15 or so. I wasn't really paying too much attention. All right, not bad, not bad. So then that would mean, how much do I have in total then? Also, I seem to have lost track of a few of you. In retrospect, you know what I really should have done? I should have actually bothered to check what kind of Pikmin I needed for that area. All right, well, the good news is I've got more than enough time to be able to get that all figured out. But still, really should have done that. Also, I suppose the double good news is there's pretty much absolutely nothing around anymore that could be a threat to anybody. So that's good. We've cleared out pretty much any enemy that might possibly try to mess with us. That's always good. I see. Louie, would you be so kind as to bring the blue Pikmin with ye? Although, at the same time, let's just very quickly do this first. We need... Okay, so we don't need reds, but we need the whites, we need the yellows, and we need the blues. Okay, okay. Then if that's the case, what I can do is obviously remember the fact that, yeah, that's gonna be a thing. What? Where did they go? There they are. Mild confusion! All right, there we go. Okay. Let us put all of the reds away. They may be the strongest fighters, but we'll just have to make do without. All right, that takes that. Put everybody away. So if we're gonna be dealing with that, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with the idea of 35 blues. And we'll bust out 35 yellows. Like so. There we go. And obviously purples and whites are always just a good thing to have. Well, actually, let's actually bring 5 more blues. There we go. We know that the whites are super important, so we'll go with... it's one thing if we're looking for buried stuff, it's another thing entirely if it's to get rid of poisonous stuff. And if we're dealing with poisonous enemies, then yeah. All right then, so that's good. And we can make use of all this extra nectar that we weren't actually planning on using. Get everybody all souped up and super strong. There we go. Now get away from that. We don't have time for that anymore. Blue! Ricky! We do not need this noise right now. We've got more important things to deal with. All right, yep, those, go to town on those berries, I guess. I ain't gonna stop you. All right, come along now, everybody. Come along, come along. Always gotta wait for the little purple ones, because they're always so chonky. And I'll never turn down an opportunity to say the word chonky. All right, just around the river bend. Get ourselves up to there. I could have used that. Right. Right, that is a shortcut. Maybe should have used it. That's okay, that's okay. I thought it was weird that Olimar got over here faster than what I was doing. Okay, so we've got our Pikmins now. Let's just separate. I'd like to do an experiment. Why are you guys bunched together so damn close? Separate! Thank you. I just want the blues. Purples might be somewhat blue, but they, in fact, as a matter of fact, cannot breathe underwater. All right, so what exactly is this all about? That makes that go up, but why? I feel like this was, oh, that's what that's all about. All right, well, jeezums. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, let's do our best, but if we can't do this in time, then we're just gonna make a beeline straight for the cavern. Okay, so let's just hope that's enough, I guess. And then I will put the rest of the blues here. Bring that around, okay. At the very least, we might be able to bring it down here. Yeah, there we go, okay. All right. We'll just drop it down here, and maybe we'll bring it with us when we come back. Then again, at the exact same time... Oh, that is an issue now, isn't it? Because once we get spat out... Yeah, I could see that being an issue. All right, well, let's bring it as close to the edge as we possibly can. Let's do that. That way I might be able to just toss some Pikmin up and they can grab it. Like, get it as close to the edge as possible. There's good. But not enough for any of the Pikmin to actually, you know, fall off. Okay. Now, let's go, 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 go. We have spent far too much time doing not much in general, so let's fix that. I don't even know what that thing is called, a birdie? It's for, like, badminton. Whatever it is, it shouldn't move back to where it was by the time we get out of this hole. I say, hoping beyond hope that that is the case. But I can, in fact, not confirm. I didn't even bother to check what this place was called. Oh, boy. Let's see. This is the Snagrid Hole! Oh! Delightful! That is terrible. I have regrets, but it's the last thing in this place. We gotta do it. All right, we've got carnivorous versions. Let's take care of that. Not mess with any of that noise. More carnivorous ones. Let's get rid of all of that. Now we've got this dude. That's an issue. Yeah, not really part of the main objective right now, guys. Yeah, nope, still not the thing that we're trying to do. No, that actually is a terrible idea because he's just gonna follow us and start snacking on everybody. All right, fine. Grab those corpses, everybody. The idea, the hope, the plan, and the desire is to go over here to this here Bulborb. It's either guarding or has eaten something important. What the crap? Why are you here? I specifically made all of you not do that. Why are you like this, Pikmin? Okay, then we get it to spin around like so. And then we can do this! No, 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 no. Still desperately trying to bring it up! Sigh! I adamantly smashed and mashed and bashed and crashed this D-pad trying to make it so that it was purple Pikmin that I was throwing, and then in my rage, I hit the buttons on the D-pad, which made the spray go off. Starting to regret not having taken that break. Really starting to regret that. This is the first floor, and things have already gone absolutely horrible. Crystallized telekinesis. Okay, the only way that I could possibly salvage any of this, and it's difficult, would be to not lose literally anybody else up to pretty much all of this. What the? No! As if by, like, some weird call, it saw fit to ambush me in such a way that made it look like it was gonna kill one of my Pikmin immediately after I said that. Thank God I was at least paying something of a little bit of attention. Okay. Interesting. Oh, a feather. All right. Oh. Okay then. All right, you guys just wait here. I'll go with them. It's so much easier to just move around a single Pikmin than it is an entire squadron. Not 100% sure exactly how valuable a single feather is going to be, but then again, I suppose they did used to make pillows with feathers, and I think some still do for some reason. I've used a feather pillow. It is one of the most uncomfortable experiences I've ever experienced, and I've slept just flat out on the floor. I don't know if anybody knows this, but feathers are not as soft and fluffy as people think they are. They're actually pointy. But yeah, 10 Pokos, that makes sense. A Leviathan feather. Fair enough. Okay, but yeah, all I remember is the bits just shooting out and stabbing me in the face as I tried to sleep. It was the worst. Do not recommend. I understand the logic, though. They sure do look like they're soft and fluffy, but they ain't. All right, so the worst part about a lot of this is the fact that at least 3 out of the 4 Pikmin that we lost were whites. That is never good. I mean, I guess at the very least it ate the white Pikmin and therefore died instantly as a result. I feel like 3 was a little overkill. I think only 1 would have been enough. Not used to there being light down here. I remember now that that is a thing, but not used to it. Oh, well, that might be an issue. The batteries in my controller have died. All right, well, here's hoping nothing comes over here and kills us while I go off to get batteries, because I can't pause the game. Oh, boy. You know, I gotta say, this is actually rather embarrassing. I'm currently getting the batteries out of the box. In all of my 9 years of Let's Playing, I don't think I've ever actually had the batteries in my controller die in the middle of recording. I don't think that's ever happened before. I'm sure I've had controller issues. I know my Xbox 360 controller has a lot of connectivity problems, and it like constantly needs to resync a bunch, so that might have happened. But as far as just straight up battery death, I'm pretty sure that's a new one. Anyway, also, yeah, I have a wireless GameCube controller. I've been using it since like 2004. And there we go. We're good? Yes, we're good! We're back in business! All right. This expedition has been absolutely cursed. Okay. Now, I know what you're thinking. Look at these incredibly tiny little things. Surely that's not like a thing that prevents you from going over there. Yes, it is actually. Oh Lord, this is just an excuse to get some of the above ground enemies in the below ground. That's terrible. No, I don't really need you to go and do that. All right, spring forward, you absolute demon. Bomb, rush it. What? All right, well, there goes another white one. Great. Killed it, though. I hate that happens, but at least they're going out like in the best possible way, taking down the enemy that attacks them. All right, come on now. Spring forward. Come on. Pop up. There we go. Why is this such a pain? I'm losing so many. Okay, just try to get over it, I guess. All right, well, that's somehow just sushi. I have no idea how that's been able to stay down here for so long, considering how ravenous literally everything around these parts is. But okay, if I'm correct, it should be safe, theoretically, for them to be able to go over here and bring it to the ship. Might as well grab hold of these things too. No reason to not. Doesn't look like there's anything else that's gonna try and kill anybody. I'm sure that I'm going to be horrifyingly wrong. Kill the enemy. Don't even try and mess with me with that noise. I ain't having it today. I have had quite the day, random small bug. You ain't gonna be stopping me today. All right, all right. There we we go. Hop, 2, 3, 4. What happened to the sushi? There it is. Okay. I saw some Pikmin over here, and I thought I was expecting the worst. There we go. And we got a strawberry and some sushi. A lot of food. A lot of food items today for some reason. All right, sure. It's the strawberry. The combustion berry. I am interested to relearn why it was named that. And there's this. The heck is this all about? All right, not valuable. The taste sensation. That implies that Olimar decided to eat at least part of it. Very strange, that. And despite the fact that... Am I wrong? Can I not? No, I can. Oh, it's a white candy pop bud. Considering the amount of Pikmin I've lost, that's actually a very... but at the same time, I'm gonna have to bring multiple Pikmin over there to fight off those enemies. It's possible they might die in the process or they'll fall in the water. And look, I know I said you really shouldn't look, you should use every opportunity you can for those things, but at the same time, like, if it's gonna be that big of a pain in the ass, it's easier just to go down a much easier, you know, floor. Go to those candy pop buds. Forget about it. I may have lost a couple of my white Pikmin in this expedition, but I haven't lost so many that I'm in desperate need to get more right this very instant. All right, as they continue to sing their adorable little song, my goodness. All right, so for the Snagret hole, though, I have not, in fact, been fighting many Snagrets. That's interesting. He says, wishing he wouldn't have to fight Snagrets. All right, I see all manner of things to break down, which implies to me that there's going to be some sort of horrifying monstrosity like that blocking our progress. All right, I've decided to do this. Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Right there? There we go. Go, my tiny friends. Annihilate them. Hell yes. All right. Does this mean that there is another one around? I don't know. Well, this swooping snitch bug is having the worst day ever. I can assure you of that much. More candy pop buds. All right. You guys just do that. Also, yes, the super spicy stuff does, in fact, actually make them faster at knocking down walls. Good to know. I knew there was gonna be another one! Alright, well, I can't use my last one here. That's really unfortunate. Okay, alright. Double unfortunate that was an opportunity to actually swarm them really well, actually. Its head got stuck, but I didn't react fast enough. I knew there had to be a second one. I was trying to find it, too. There we go. Swarm its big head. There we go. Okay, the super spicy spray isn't actually necessary. I keep wanting to say super spicy curry, but that's, in fact, not a thing. I mean, it is in Kirby, but it's not in Pikmin. What? Is that his liver or something? What the hell is that? Is that a hot dog? I think that's a hot dog. Okay. I mean, that makes a lot of sense for something to be there. A meat satchel. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is technically what you could call that. All right, you guys go ahead and do that. Let's knock down this wall as it's, you know, the way forward. There we go. There are candy pop buds of which we could definitely make use of. And they're sitting right out in the open, and I do have to make up for the ones I lost. It's only fair and good and decent and right to do so. I guess I'll toss some blues into it. That's not a candy pop bud, that is an egg. That is an egg. Are you also an egg? I think you're also an egg. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you are an egg. Well, I can tell you right here and now, one of those eggs is full of bad guys. I can tell you that much. I ain't no fool. All right. That is yet another egg. I could have sworn there was a white candy pop, but there is. Okay, there was at least one. It's like, I could have sworn I saw one. There we go. Let's try and make up for the ones we've lost. There we go. Once again, we'll just quickly go over here. Everything's all lined up properly, and there we go. Okay. Give me the white Pikmin. Thank you very much. Pluck-a-doo, pluck-a-dee. Also, I just realized I am Louis. Don't want to be Louis when I could be Olimar. Why would anybody want to play as anybody other than Olimar? And you'd be absolutely crazy to make a Pikmin game where you couldn't play as Olimar. That was the wrong button, but you know what? I feel like it still got the point across. I am wasting so much spray, and I have many regrets. Ah, well. Look, if I ever want to spend a day farming up a bunch of sprays, that's something I could totally do. I don't even have to have you guys see that happen. I can just go to one of the places that has a bunch of the berries and just grab a bunch of them constantly. That's a thing that I can do. But yeah, no, I don't know what made me think up on the D-pad was the camera. But, yeah, all right. The good news is, I feel like we've proven to be strong enough to be able to deal with Snagrets pretty effectively. So I'm not too worried about that. Another reason why I threw the blues in, oh dear God, was because I knew that we hadn't dealt with anything electrical based, and I know that was a thing we had to do. All right, so question, what is it you do? You have a blue face. Does that make you different? Oh, you actually spit up water instead of fire. Interesting. All right, well, I know for a fact that you vomit up giant boulders. Yeah, like that. So, hey, you. Is it possible that you could maybe, like, hey, look at me over here. What are you even trying to do? You trying to hit somebody? All right, well, there you go. That takes care of that. No reason for me to not use this creature. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, I thought I heard one of my Pikmin dying, but no, that wasn't what it was. There's no reason to not use these enemies to kill the other enemies. That's just a time-saving measure. In fact, could I use maybe one of you to kill the other? Yes, I in fact can. All right, looks like we're not gonna be able to finagle that at all. That's unfortunate. All right, so looks like I'm just gonna have to deal with you and you guys too. And that's a treasure, so we can't even ignore this part of the map, and there's the exit too. All right, mild issue, mild issue. These are not fun to deal with. Not fun to deal with at all. Any other way to get around? There is, as a matter of fact. Okay. So, in theory, we could get around, perhaps? Perhaps, just maybe we could. All right, well, let's just try and do this as intelligently as we possibly can, and we might be able to make this work. First things first, kill you. First things first, kill you. Thank God the treasures were in the way. Okay, so... don't know how good of an idea this is, but it's the idea I've decided to go with. There we go, and slam jam! Almost threw old purple Pikmin right off the edge. That would have sucked. Okay. But with that, we are now absolutely golden. We are golden grams, people! Okay. Then we can do this. Take care of business. Like so, it's all good. There we go, that takes care of that. Then we'll get rid of this other electrical barrier. That would obviously have fried everybody if I decided to have them pick up some of this stuff. Please destroy it faster if you don't mind. Thank you. All right, so then, yeah, I don't see any reason why we can't just have everybody go ham on a biscuit and grab everything and just go over. Yeah, there we go. Thought that would have been enough. It wasn't. Come on, a few more of you. There you go. Grab the various corpses, grab the magnet. I feel like taking the magnet would be a bad idea. In fact, now that I think about it, I remember a comic I saw, like a fan comic, where they did, in fact, bring the magnet over to the ship, it attached itself to the ship and broke it. I feel like that is totally a thing that should technically happen. Hey, it's valuable. The heavy-duty magnetizer. There we go. Take the bodies of those that have wronged us. Feel no remorse for our choices. These are the decisions I've chosen to make. More marbles. Crystallized telepathy. What exactly is the difference between telekinesis and telepathy? Well, I guess telekinesis is moving things around and telepathy is reading minds. But I've also seen things where they've used those interchangeably. Alrighty, and I already know that there is, in fact, one more treasure. It appeared to be a cherry from what I saw. We can probably take care of business, no problem. Surely, surely. All right, is the watery blowhog really gonna be a big butt here? And I don't mean just have a big butt. Yeah, okay. Don't worry, little dude, I'm not gonna let you drown. And, all right. That's why you bring purple Pikmin, people. They are really good at killing. There we go, just help them out. Bring that over as fast as we possibly can. No reason to try and not hurry up a little bit. There we go. There we go. All is right, all is well. Or so I tell myself on a daily basis, despite the fact that I know that that is not the case. All right, just bring it all over. Bring it all over. The cherry is worth 20 Pocos? Yay! Okay, I did not know that off the top of my head. That was a guess. Cupid's grenade. That was a complete total guess. I was just taking into consideration everything that I'd seen up to that point. I may have absolutely no life whatsoever and dedicate myself to video games the way that I do, but I do in fact not remember the exact monetary value of every single treasure in Pikmin 2. Granted, I'd be okay with it if I was, and I did know, but I unfortunately do not. And another one of these doodads. All right, hang on a second here. Take care of business, little fellas. There we go, and there you go. I realized they only break one of them, but I was under the impression that they were like able to, like they destroy the circuit. And if you destroy the circuit, then there's no current and nothing can happen, you know? I assumed that was how it works. Maybe it was laziness in the programming. Who knows? Certainly not I.
引っこ抜かれてあなただけについてゆく今日も運ぶ戦う増えるそして食べられるほったかされて